Okay, here we are at part 6 of our playthrough of Atlantic Chase and the Battle of the Atlantic. And when we last left off, we had a great naval battle here between the Scharnhorst and the Gneisenau and a fleet of British ships, the Rodney, the Repulse, the Nelson, and some light cruisers. And there's a hair on my board. Ugh. And we did quite well. We were able to damage both the Scharnhorst and the Gneisenau. The Scharnhorst is actually down to like one more hit and then it'll sink. They didn't sink, but we have seriously damaged them. That's all the scenario really requires. We didn't come unscathed. They managed to damage the Nelson and actually almost sank it. So, where we were left off is where we will come right back in. And what we need to do is vie for the initiative. Actually, before that, we did coordinate for that battle with this task force, including 2 light cruisers. They get the time lapse, and they are going to pop up right here and see if they can't give us some trouble before we escape. Oh, get that. Oh, what have I done? Oh, now I got to look at the thing, make sure I got it all right. Did that wrong. His piece was here, not in here. This needs to go somewhere in one of these. And I think I'm just going to pick something like off to the side here. I don't know if I want them all in there. Yeah, we'll go from there. Now we're going to vie for the initiative. And it's a straight roll. And we retain the initiative. And in as much as I would like to go pound and sink the Gneisenau and the Scharnhorst for sure, I think I need to take care of my convoy. And, oh, wait a minute. Let's back it up a little here. I have to avoid the 3 or less rule for the convoy, and so what I think I'll do is just first extend my trajectory 1 by 1 and then do my pass, and of course I will invoke the intel limit. And I concede to the Germans. Now the Germans get to do stuff, which I don't like. What will they do? Well, first they're going to check for the weather. And it remains good. So what they do is 2. Seems like I've rolled this result like 3 times in a row here, but here we go. We have to go. It's an odd number. So on odd, we're going to select a TF with a regular cruiser in it. We have one. That's the 2 striped task force. No, wait, I've reached, there's 3 German task force, so that goes to a C completion action here. And what it will complete is any task force, well, first it looks for pocket battleships, but then there's none of those, so it goes to damaged ships, and that will be the Scharnhorst and the Gneisenau. They are going to make for the nearest German port. Avoiding intel markers, they can't really. Oh, wait a minute, they could go this way to avoid intel markers. That might be their direction. No, the bot directs us to go to the nearest port. That is the nearest port. They do have to take an intel marker. There's no avoiding that. So they do that, and then they invoke the intel limit. They are now a slow fleet. So they can only remove 1, and they would certainly remove both of these and hightail it out of there for their passing. But that turns it over to us. And at this point, I am looking to end the game and tally up the score. I think we did pretty darn well. So we attempt to complete this convoy. The Germans will get the chance to seize the initiative. They do not, and we complete here the 3rd convoy. That completes, which brings up the intel the end game trigger. Let's add it up. Amazingly, we only got a convoy hit once, which gives us a -2. Rationing, we never ran into. I was careful to watch that. I did not run into rationing. No points lost there. I did not bring in the reinforcement group, so no points lost there. Convoys completed. That is a yes, and that is 3. That is 12 points. Minus the 2 that I got, we're up to 10 points. 10 British points. Okay. And did a German BCBB complete in France? Nope, we ended the game before they could do that. So no points lost there. British ships. Yeah, yes, we got our BB. The Nelson was damaged. That is a -1, bringing us down to 9 points. Oh, that's not my score point. That's my score. 9. Nobody else. But here we go. We don't lose points. Yes, we do. There are other ships at sea. Oh, I forgot about kind of these other ships. And I got 3 ships here undamaged, still at sea. Oh, that's going to dock me 3 points. Okay, 1, 2, 3, down to 6. Ow, I should have thought of that. Okay, I did damage, though. And I damaged 2, the Scharnhorst and the Gneisenau. I think that's the only ones I did. So that kicks us up to 8. That is the total score. Our score is 8. Let's go to the debriefing table. I missed the big window there. If I had gone for those other ships but who knows what would have happened in all that chaos there. I might have just lost more to convoy hits and things like that. So I'm not gonna whine over it. Bitter success. If a German BC was sunk, Churchill was encouraged. No. If 5 or more hits were scored on convoys, nope, it's not a Pyrrhic victory. And unless both convoy BCs were sunk, in which case shift this outcome up 1 row. No. So we have bitter success. We did pretty well. And just, me not doing the book kicking me, I think, dinged me out of the high category. But that is it. That was a romping good scenario. I think that might be my favorite of the bunch so far, just because it did a good job of incentivizing getting into some serious battles and going after the ships, as opposed to just kind of sneaking your convoys in, and maybe the Germans get a hold of you and maybe they don't, and things like that. So we got to get a major naval engagement and really play with the advanced battle rules, which took quite a long time. I do like the advanced battle rules. They just, especially in solo play, because you're going for the story anyway, and it's supposed to just, it hit. Okay, it hit. Okay, it hit. And there's a little dopamine there for die rolling, but the whole hitting systems on the ship and having trouble on the ship, it just creates a great story there. I suspect I'll be playing advanced rules all the time, and they're not that determined. At first when I saw them, I was like, wow, this is adding a whole level of complication to the thing. But once you actually get in it and just kind of push stuff around a little bit and try it once, you'll find it's fairly intuitive. There might be a few persnickety things in there, but it's actually quite easy. And it does add a whole lot of flavor to the story. And that is it. Thanks for coming on this journey for the Battle of the Atlantic. That took a little longer than the previous one. I'm not sure what's coming up next. I may go to the Baltic one, but I think, and I've been thinking about this, is the video game War Mongrels is coming out. Which is, if you know anything about the old Commandos series, It's a very stealth-oriented video game. I really wasn't thinking about doing video game stuff before. I don't really have the technology to do it all that well. I think I can manage it though. I'm still on the old PS4, and I'd have to. First of all, I got to make sure it's even coming out tomorrow. I can't even be sure of that if it's a simultaneous release with the console and things like that. But if that's not the case, I may move on in Battle Atlantic. There's still one more in the Breakout series. So that would certainly be worth looking at. But anyway, that's kind of what's on my mind. Thanks again for joining us in this little adventure here, and thanks for watching.